Hi everyone, welcome to day 4 of inequalities. Today we're going to talk about word problems. And these word problems are pretty similar to the setup that we have for equations. So we're just going to go ahead and jump into our first one. First thing I would like to say, it says to graph. We didn't give you a graph, and to be honest, we've already practiced a lot of graphing, so we're just going to cross that out. Okay? So, here's our problem. Stephen has $500 in a savings account at the beginning of the summer. He wants to have at least $200 by the end of the summer. He withdraws $25 each week for personal expenses. How many weeks can Stephen withdraw money for his account? Okay? So, this one's a little bit different. We have something to work backwards to, but we're not looking for a total. This time we're looking for our inequality word. So when we go through and highlight, we're going to be looking for that inequality word. So let's just underline important things. Stephen has $500 in savings in his savings account. Okay? That is how much he is starting with at the beginning of the summer. He wants to have at least $200 by the end of summer. Okay? And he withdraws $25 each week. How many weeks can Stephen withdraw his money for? Okay, so we start with this. At the beginning of the summer, we're starting with $500. During the summer, we're taking out $25 each week. And by the end, we need at least $200. Okay? So, this is what needs to happen. We're first going to define our variable. Because they're asking how many weeks, that's going to be our variable. W for weeks, or X for weeks, or whatever you need to do to define your variable. Okay? So our inequality, we're going to go from start, during, and then our end. Okay? So we have $500, and he's taking away $25 each week. So withdrawal means to subtract. So 500 minus 25 each week. And then at least means we can have more. We could have equal to, we cannot have less. So that means we're going to use greater than or equal to. So our inequality looks like this. So $500 in the savings minus the $25 each week, and that has to be greater than or equal to $200 by the end of the summer. Okay? So now I go ahead and solve it. I'm going to subtract 500 from both sides. So now I have negative 25W is greater than or equal to negative 300. Divide both sides by negative 25. So I have W is now less than or equal to 12. Because I divided both sides by a negative number. The last thing I need to write is my explanation. What does that mean? W is less than or equal to 12. Remember, W is telling us the weeks. So we need weeks to be less than or equal to 12. So the way we would write it is he needs to save for 12 or less weeks. He has 12 or less weeks to withdraw money. Okay? Really, I mean, you could also write how many weeks can Stephen withdraw money for? 12 or less. That would work too. Okay, so now you guys are going to try this one on your own. And don't worry about graphing, just ignore that part. Just define your variable, write your inequality, and solve it. And then don't forget to write your explanation. Okay? Alright, our next example, we're going to write the inequality to represent the situation and then solve it. Okay? We didn't give you the breakdown to define your variable and write your inequality first. You guys need to do that too. Right, so I'm going to go through. Charlie has $30 to spend at a carnival. Admissions cost $11, and each ride ticket costs $1.25. What is the maximum number of rides that Charlie can go on? Okay, so Charlie has $30 to spend. Admissions cost $11, and that's plus each ride costs $1.20. Ooh, did that? Shoot. Man, showed you guys too early. Whatever. Maximum. What is the maximum number of rides? Oh my gosh. There we go. that means I could be less than or equal to. Okay. And they're asking about the number of rides. So the very first thing I need to do is define my variable. Because they're asking how many rides, that's my variable. R equals rides. Then I set it up. $30 is what he has, but he's trying to spend money on admissions and tickets. So this is what we're going to add together. Okay? The $11 plus $1.25 per ride. And that, the cost needs to be less than or equal to the $30 to spend. Okay? And that would be my inequality that I set up. So now I just go ahead and solve. Subtract 11 from both sides. I now have 125. R is less than or equal to 19. Divide by 125 and then wait. Do I need to flip my sign? No, because I'm dividing by a positive. So I get R is less than or equal to 15.2. Now what does that mean about how many rides he can go on? So what is the maximum number of rides he can go on? He can't go on 15.2. That's not possible. So, because I have to be less than that, I round down. So Charlie can go on. That's not supposed to say no. It's supposed to say on. 15 rides at most, or 15 rides or less. However you want to write it. Okay? Yeah, this should really say on. Oops. Let's write on so you guys know. Okay? And we will do lots of practice with this in class, so don't worry. And I'll show you another way to do it in class as well. Okay? So, that's it. Write down any questions you have, and we will definitely go over it in class, okay? Other than that, I will see you next time. Bye!